Have you ever heard of mystery religion? We talk about that some on this channel. It is a religion that is always fluid and moving and always trying to adapt with the times. It is something that, although it's really different in every generation, at the same time it's still the same. It's really weird in how that it can change and yet remain identical to what it was before. It is a wild thing to consider. And this mystery religion is alive and well. And matter of fact, in the book of Revelation chapter 17, there's something called the Whore of Babylon. And she has a name written upon her forehead called Mystery. And this mystery religion is going to be found all throughout history. It's found all throughout the Bible. And it is the antithesis of Christianity. It is the opposite, really. And the sad thing is that a lot of God's people can be lured into worshiping this mystery religion. The case in point is when Moses went up to Mount Sinai to get the Ten Commandments from the Lord, came back down and heard the noise of war, heard Aaron, and was leading all of God's people to worship a golden calf. And there was music and dancing. And really, in my personal opinion, I believe that that was mystery religion. And of course, we all know that to be so. Really not an opinion, just a fact. But this mystery religion is still going on today in the form of contemporary Christianity, contemporary Christian music, especially modern worship. And it's happening this week in Atlanta, Georgia. Hey guys, your friend Spencer here. The Passion Conference is something that's going on this week, and this has been going on for really years, and very popular conference. They don't let the parents in because that wouldn't be cool, and all these youngsters get to come into this building and sit and hear all these people sing to the Lord and talk about theology, and here's the lineup, of course, and just, of course, all that nonsense going on. And we've dealt with the Passion Conference in our documentary. Matter of fact, let me point to you on the wall. We've got our Third Adam documentary here on the wall. Then we got Third Adam 2, and that is the one where we dealt with the Passion Conference. We dealt with it extensively in that, and I want you guys to go watch it. It's a link in the description below of Third Adam 2. But the Passion Conference goes on this time every year, and because it's COVID and all this stuff, a lot of people are making this out like this is them standing up against the tyrannical dictators of the world and worshiping God despite all this. And I want to caution you to not endorse this too quickly. This is a doctrinal train wreck if I've ever seen one. What you have here is you have Lou Giglio right here. We have in Third Adam 2, we show a picture of him holding hands with the Pope and kissing the cheek of the Pope. So he is pushing all these young people into Romanism. Of course, Passion Music and Sadie Huff, who is Sadie, she was the Duck Dynasty girl, and really just kind of like a I listened to her give a sermon or whatever you want to call it on the last Passion Conference, and I couldn't stomach it. She's like the dumb cheerleader, like, oh my goodness, like it's like God is like, he's like so good, and he's like, I mean, like it's like I really like God. It's like I'm like, oh my goodness, God is so and I was like, I'm losing brain cells as I'm listening to this. This is horrible stuff. But of course, you have the basic run-of-the-mill, all the musical singers here, Cody Carnes and Carrie Job. They're a married couple right here. Maverick City Music, the one, I believe is this fellow right here with the hat on, posted some like very, very inappropriate images of him getting married on his Instagram page, and him and his wife and like sexual positions. It really just raunchy stuff. I was like, Lord have mercy. They're going to lead in worship this week at the Passion Conference in front of all these young people. Sean Curran is there. Brooke Lingertwood is a part of Hillsong Australia, and she's been a big face in that for a long time. You got David Platt, who is Mr. Woke right there, and I'm a white man, and it's unbelievable, all the wokeness and the critical race theory that he has adopted. And then we have Christine Kane, who really in herself is part of one of the biggest evangelists out of Hillsong, and works in traffic and stuff. Crowder, who was a part of a church in Waco, Texas that now marries homosexual couples. Jackie Hill Perry, people don't realize this, but Jackie Hill Perry was canceled by those up there at the Ark Museum, Mr. Ken Ham. They were going to have her come preach there, but she endorsed Hillsong and got involved with Bethel. And I'm sorry, she didn't endorse Hillsong. She endorsed Bethel, and got involved with Jen Johnson and all those crowds. So Mr. Ken Ham canceled her. They do not fellowship with her because of her liberal leanings and just complete disaster that she is. And they've got Levi Lusko, the pastor of Skull Church up there in Montana, and then Tebow, in my opinion, probably the greatest college football player of all time. And he's going to get in there, and they're using his star power to draw a crowd. And they're going to get together and do a big old, here's the video they got posted up for everybody. Let's see what this says right here. This is on YouTube. And
that calls out to young men and women from every state.
This is, just a big conference. Like, this thing is wildly popular and just
from
huge
every
crowds.
corner of the earth. Our quest, there's in an empty, a church united. It's a story we have seen with our own eyes.
Yeah, and they're going to go, of course, appeal to the emotions with all the music and things like that. And, of course, everybody's saying, hey, this is a good thing. Right in the middle of these lockdowns, we're going to be having all this big worship service. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of people saying on Twitter and YouTube, Instagram, things like that. But, guys, I'm going to tell you, this conference is designed by Satan to push all of these young people into a place of ecclesiastical unity, which will result in them embracing Roman Catholicism, which is mystery religion. Don't you dare think for 1 second that this is a good thing. This is a dangerous conference put on by dangerous people, teaching dangerous things, and it will ultimately ruin these young people if they embrace what is being taught at this conference. Now, my job as a preacher is to warn you of a lot of dangerous things, a lot of bad things that are out there. And I don't know what you would call this, maybe just being a watchman on the wall. But in our Third Adam 2 documentary, The Great Seduction, there is a seducing spirit that is being plagued across the world, and we'll show you this right here in 2 Timothy chapter 3. Seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Men should be lovers of their own self. That's 1 Timothy chapter 3 is what I want to show you. And some shall give heed, 1 Timothy 4:1. Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Who seduces? What seduces? The answer is that is a harlot seduces. What is this great harlot? It's Romanism. And all of this stuff right here is going to push you. It's going to seduce you with its U2 style music, euphoric religious emotion. It's going to seduce you to yoke up with people who are part of this mystery religion and are pretending to be Christians while they're doing it. Now, most people will look at that and say, that is completely crazy, Spencer. What in the world are you talking about? That's not good. Well, it's the truth. These people are dangerous, and this conference is not a good thing. Guys, for more information, go to our YouTube channel and check out Third Adam 2, The Great Seduction. And matter of fact, I'll just show you my homepage right here on the screen and let everybody see this. Third Adam 2, The Great Seduction, right here. We got 364,000 views on it, and a very important documentary for you to see. And in this documentary, we deal with this mystery religion, and we deal with it extensively. Let me just show you a little clip here of it. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's just play it right here for a second.
Here in Atlanta, Georgia, and last year they filled up the Mercedes-Benz Stadium there where the Super Bowl was played. And I'm from Atlanta, so I've always paid attention to this kind of stuff. And Lou Giglio is the man who heads up this meeting. And the problem with these conferences is that it's a who's who of heresy of the day. And here's the lineup of speakers at the 2020 Passion Conference. You got Passion Worship. Crowder, whose church in Texas that he helped start now marries homosexual couples. You have Christine Kane, a female evangelist out of Hillsong, Australia. Hillsong United, you got Levi Lusko, the pastor of Skull Church in Montana. You have Elevation Worship with Stephen Furtick. You have Andy Mineo, who, like Lauren Daigle, wants to be known for the music but don't want to be called a Christian rapper or a Christian star.
And if you notice all the ties to Catholicism there, that's actually a rose window in Notre Dame, and that's actually what Andy Mineo is wearing on his chest. He's wearing a Catholic symbol. And there's so much Catholicism here and so many things going on. But guys, go watch 3rd Adam 2, The Great Seduction, and realize that this Passion Conference in Atlanta is not a good thing. This is mystery religion pretending to be Christianity. This is what all these people are into. This is the great seduction of our time. This contemporary Christian music being done by mystery religion, pretending to be Christianity. Go watch the documentary. We love you all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you guys very soon.